think. I'm not really the kind of person who takes influences from things. I mean, obviously, the story of Jekyll and Hyde came to mind when I started writing the movie. But for me, it was much more of a personal story about the duality inside myself and inside people that I know. But if I had to think about influences, then I guess a film like Angel Heart or Jacob's Ladder, both of which deal with duality in some form or another. I've made a few films, some of which I've enjoyed watching and others which I haven't. This would definitely be a film that I didn't enjoy watching. But to me, it's like when you're trying to learn guitar or something, and you try and play Stairway to Heaven. Sometimes you play it really well, and other times you can't play it for shit. So this film to me came from a place where I was trying to experiment with things that I'd done before and then moving forward into new territory. It was interesting to see it, and I think there's scenes that I liked and then a lot of it that I didn't like. And I think a lot of it is like the lady over there said, where it's a contradiction of things that should work and shouldn't work, and they're kind of clashing in the middle. I think the mistake I make in that film is to think that the rest of the world finds it funny, because watching it then I didn't find it funny. I had a lot of legal problems with the film, and so the version that was just shown wasn't necessarily the finished version. So for various reasons during the production, I was trying out a lot of different things, and one of them that I tried out was the radio character as voiceover. There's a radio DJ in California who is an extremely right-wing, sexist pig of a man called Tom Likas, and he seemed to epitomize all of the characteristics that were in the Luster persona. So for me, it was just a way of the voiceover was trying to lure Thomas into the way of thinking that Luster had. Well, I mean, I've made films for money, and I've made films for no money. A few years ago, I made a film called Broken, and then a film called Devil's Chair, and then a film called Blood River, and I got paid, not a great amount of money to make those films, but they had much larger budgets than other stuff I've done. And then the films get released and you realize that you don't make $1 from them. So, for example, the reason that you saw Pig last year before you see Luster is because Luster was caught up in so much bullshit that I made Pig as a fuck you to the people who produced Luster, just to prove that I could produce and release a film on the internet for free, and I would still make the same amount of money from it, which is nothing. But I'm not, it's just the way the business is. And it was almost like a sly poke of fun at the people who produce, who actually kind of do nothing.